Hello and welcome to the national debate. Viewers, as the election for the national capital gets hotter, and in fact the big question on many people's minds is that are the people of Delhi drinking poison? Well, that's the charge that the AAP party convener has levelled directly at the BJP, accusing the Haryana government of deliberately poisoning the residents of the national capital. This has injected a fresh angle to the fierce battle that Delhi's already been seeing and has hit a fever pitch now. Within the last 72 hours, the Delhi police has also apprehended a vehicle bearing a Punjab government sticker and a Punjab number plate, which was carrying a large number of crates of alcohol as well as cash. On Thursday, the Election Commission flying squad also arrived at the Punjab CM's residence in Delhi for a routine check following a complaint. But the AAP party is alleging vendetta. Here's how the entire showdown is playing out, and then we get into the debate.
यही कर रहे थे और इन्होंने ही कम कर दिया। पहले इन्होंने ही ज़्यादा किया और इन्होंने ही कम कर दिया। अचानक शोर करने से अमोनिया कम कैसे हो गया? तो कौन कर रहा था ये? मैं जब तक जिंदा हूं, हम अपने दिल्ली के लोगों को जहरीला पानी नहीं पिलाएंगे। ईसीआई राजनीति कर रहा है। क्यों? क्योंकि राजीव कुमार को पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट 28 फरवरी को पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट उनको नौकरी चाहिए।
चुनाव में हार को जान गए हैं और इसलिए इतनी हल्की और ओछी राजनीति।
मैं आपको चैलेंज करता हूं, आज आप जाके यमुना जी का पानी पी लीजिए। चैलेंज करता हूं।
So what is this issue all about, and what are we talking about when it comes to the ammonia level? We're talking about a story that we did here on Times Now earlier this week, and just to recapitulate what has happened in terms of the issue itself. The first aspect is the increase in ammonia level at the Wazirabad pondage. This is where, in fact, a large amount of Delhi's water supply goes out. The issue is that a reduced production of filtered water by 60 to 70 mgd. And remember that Wazirabad is supplied by the Haidarpur water supply and water treatment plant. A reduction in filtered water production at Haidarpur by 60 to 70 mgd is another issue that has been raised, and also no change in the installed capacity of the treatment plant at Wazirabad is also an issue that has in fact come out of it. The issue 4 is the practice of lifting raw water from Yamuna water has continued, and if that had stopped at Wazirabad, if there was increased capacity coming in from Haidarpur, then perhaps this ammonia-laced water would not be sent to Delhiites at all in the first place. All of this was in fact written in a letter of the Jal Shakti Ministry to the Supreme Court. It's dated 22nd April 2021. It was in fact submitted by the union government at that point of time, and they said that Haryana is supplying an average quantity of 1,050 cusecs of raw water to Delhi downstream Kakroi against their allocation at Munak, which is 719 cusecs. In fact, moving on to revelation number 2, they say the loss of water between Munak and Kakroi, the excess given from Haryana's share. The third revelation is that the Delhi Jal Board is exploring possibility of increasing the purifying capacity, and this is of course about Wazirabad. Revelation number 4, the Delhi Jal Board has been asked to commission additional pipelines along the twin pipeline system that is already in place. So this is as far as the documents that we've spoken about. But the fight in the national capital has been around the claims of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, where he said poisoning. He said that the cause of contamination has been identified. The EC's response is that your letter is silent on the poisoning claim itself. The next point being made by Arvind Kejriwal is that ammonia in the water comes from Haryana, which is high. Election Commission's response is that your allegations promote disharmony. The third aspect coming in from Kejriwal's side is that the ammonia content in water is above 6.5 ppm. Promoting enmity between two groups is what the Election Commission has said. The fourth point being made that the permissible limit of ammonia is 2 ppm. That's what Arvind Kejriwal says. The response is that you're causing overall public disorder, and therefore the Election Commission has even sought the response of Mr. Kejriwal further. It's born out of the DJB CO letter on January 27. That's what the AAP party is using to buttress its claims. The Election Commission says your claims can have dire consequences and have asked for more to back them up. The Delhi Jal Board says toxicity is due to pollutants, says Arvind Kejriwal's letter. The response from this side is that allegations can leave permanent scars. That's the response as far as the Election Commission is concerned on this extremely critical issue. Let's throw this open to our guests now. Let's go across to our panelists now. Joining us is Shazia Almi, National Spokesperson of the BJP. We have Karan Verma, author, joining us. With us also is Ashok Kumar Ji. He's an ex-DG of the National Mission for Clean Ganga. We have with us also Parvinder Singh Sethi, who's a political analyst. Anmol Pawar is a national spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. We have also with us Vivek Silas, national spokesperson of Samajwadi Party. Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, also joining us here in the studio. Let me start with you first and foremost, Anmol Pawar. Now, the point is this, that Mr. Arvind Kejriwal has made certain charges against the Election Commission, against Mr. Nyab Singh Saini, the Haryana government, so on and so forth. But what these documents that we have been showing you very clearly shows that this is a proposal that has been hanging fire for over 5 years, where if that extra pipeline had been laid between Hyderpur and Wazirabad, then the need to draw water from Yamuna, from where the ammonia originates, would not have happened in the first place. What do you have to say on that?
So, your argument is that if there had been a pipeline, then the ammonia level would have reduced in the Yamuna River.
Not just mine, it's a NGT appointed committee's recommendation. It's not mine, it's not mine at all.
You were showing a 2021 report which was submitted to the Supreme Court. In the same judgment, it was written, an amicus curiae was appointed. The court, when asked about the rising ammonia level at that time also, she said that the problem with Haryana is that their sewage treatment plant system doesn't work. You need to check the level of discharge level before discharging water in river Yamuna. ये आप zoom करके दिखा दीजिए, ये सच्चाई है. And the latest report, NGT report, I'm showing you the NGT report of 2024. It also says that the water which is being released by Haryana is contaminated. Take action on rain impacting Delhi's water, March 11, 2024.
Absolutely.
What we are saying is that it is the responsibility of Haryana government, because we are bound by a treaty which was signed in 1993 between 5 states. Delhi being in a semi-arid zone, it depends on the water from river Yamuna. So Haryana must ensure that clean water is released after treating it in the sewage treatment plants, so that when it reaches Delhi, we can treat it in our water treatment plants, and for that to function, it requires that the ammonia level should be below 2 ppm.
Okay.
There's the CEO of DJP letter which clearly states that the ammonia level in river Yamuna is 6.5 ppm.
Okay.
We challenge the BJP leaders कि भाई आप पानी पी के दिखाओ.
Okay, before we go across to the BJP, there are many technical and legal arguments. One by one. Let's go one by one. There are many technical legal points that you have made, which is exactly why we are an expert in water management, who's a former DG of the National Mission for Clean Ganga, Mr. Ashok Kumar Ji. What are the two observations? And tell us what is the perspective in terms of what we have just seen, for our viewers. Because if there was a need for a pipeline, was it not reiterated before an NGT appointed committee? Was this matter taken to the Supreme Court? What was the position taken then? And also, is it true that only 2 ppm is the maximum level that can be filtered? What is the reality on ground in your experience? Please tell us.
Thank you, Madhav. There are two issues mentioned here. One is about the quantity of the water, and the second is about the quality of water. Starting with the quantity of water, the requirement of Delhi is about 1000 mgd, and most of the water comes from Yamuna and the Bias system. Now, the water comes from Munaka to Hyderpur, and from Hyderpur by a twin pipeline to Wazirabad. So here there is two good pipelines laid, covered pipelines laid from Hyderpur to Wazirabad to bring water. And as per the affidavit filed by the Haryana government also and agreed by the Delhi Jail Board also, as against 917 cusecs water which used to be released as per the 1994 agreement which was mentioned, Haryana is releasing about 1050 cusecs of water. So that is much more than what was required by the treaty, and that water is coming. But the problem is, from Hyderpur to Wazirabad, there is a twin pipeline laid, and that pipeline has a capacity of 370 cusecs only. Whereas the requirement at the Wazirabad is about 420, 450.
Okay.
So additional 120 cusecs has to be brought down. If good water comes in, they should not have any problem.
Where is it coming from currently?
No, this is now what is happening is to make the shortfall of it is being picked up from Yamuna directly in between. That is the issue. The water which should have coming from Munaka, that is a good water, and that had they taken water from Munaka to Hyderpur to Wasirabad, good water would have come.
Okay.
So additional
So he's not a member of any political party. He's an IAS officer who served in the government, retired IAS officer. He is saying that if the water that is being drawn from Yamuna, and this has been debated, it has been discussed in various committees from 2018, 19, 20, 21 also, I've showed you the letter. It is quite a significant period of time. Why could that pipeline not have been built, which would have saved this ammonia from reaching the citizens of Delhi in the first place? Anmol Pawar.
I think it's a fallacious argument that that pipeline could have saved, it could have reduced the ammonia levels in Yamuna. The fact is that there are more than 400...
Ammonia levels in drinking water, not in the Yamuna. The Yamuna anyway has ammonia in it. That's what he's also saying.
That could have been reduced if the ammonia level would have been below 2.5 ppm. The problem is that Haryana has more than 400 polluting industries. And on your show itself, day before yesterday, I showed a video wherein our leader went to that particular spot, highlighting the fact that industrial waste and sewage discharge is being directly thrown into Yamuna, and that is the reason why immediately just before the elections this ammonia level spiked to 7.5.
Okay.
And if they are so confident कि भाई वहाँ पे 0.5 ppm से कम है तो पी के दिखाओ ना पानी.
Okay.
Their own chief minister was seen spitting the water.
Yeah, but then later he also drinks. That video, the allegation is that he spat out the water, but then later Haryana BJP put out a full video.
But did anybody see him spitting?
Yeah, he spat out, but then later he also drank water. That is the whole point, that the Haryana BJP had fact-checked when several of their leaders had tweeted that video. But I just want to come on the technical point.
In fact,
but we saw him drinking water.
Yeah,
in fact,
later he
deleted the video.
So
he deleted the video as well.
Okay.
So
Shazia.
we all saw the Haryana Chief Minister drink water, and the extra water that was there, he put it back and he used some to sprinkle on himself. Everybody saw him drink water. So let's not create controversies and be as scandalous and scurrilous all the time. It's quite disappointing. Now, first things first. Sir very rightly pointed out about quantity and quality. Yamuna and where it enters from. So Yamuna enters from Palla, the same place where you can see Naib Saini ji taking a dip and drinking water. The ammonia milligrams per litre, the quantity is, and this is the latest, as per the Delhi Pollution Control Board and the Central Pollution Control Board. It is 5.5 mg per litre. But when it enters, it goes from Palla to Wazirpur, it becomes 7 mg per litre. But when it goes to ISBT, from Wazirabad to ISBT, it becomes 47. And ISBT to ITO, 30. By the time it reaches Okhla Barrage, it is 44 milligrams per litre ammonia content, poisonous ammonia content in water. And exit point, when it exits Delhi, it is 85 milligrams per litre.
Okay.
So when it starts in Haryana, it's 5.5 and goes up to 85. Kejriwal solely is responsible for the poisonous levels of ammonia and biochemical oxygen demand in the river, as has been expressed and the details been given by the Central Pollution Control Board and the Delhi Pollution Control Board.
Okay, respond to that. That's a fair point.
It.
I'm going to go
So
one by
there are
one.
lies and lies.
There are some questions that in fact Mr. Ashok Kumar has raised which have not been answered, but I want you to answer this. End of the day, if the water coming into Haryana has a certain level of ammonia, and when it leaves from Delhi, it has a different level of ammonia altogether. So who is the one really polluting the Yamuna? BJP says it's not the Haryana government, but it's the Delhi government that actually polluting ammonia as far as the Yamuna is concerned. Respond to that charge.
Madhav ji, first of all, I showed you this NGT report. You might say that I am doing politics, but NGT thodi na rajniti karega. Secondly, they were relying.
Let's sort the issue.
Please do not interrupt.
Yeah, let's sort the issue. Let's clarify the issue at hand. Of course, NGT says there is a certain level of ammonia coming from Haryana. I'm not disputing that. But the level going out of Delhi also has to be compared. That's the point they're making. Respond to that, please.
Day before yesterday, the argument which they were making is कि सर्दियों में ammonia बढ़ जाता है. Then why is it that 24 घंटे के अंदर that ammonia has gradually decreased to less than 3 ppm?
Can we ask the water expert?
It is the Prime Minister Modi ji who said कि भाई हम तो 11 साल से यही साफ यमुना का पानी पी रहे हैं. तो जब साफ पानी, पहले तो कहते हैं यमुना गंदी होगी, फिर कहते हैं हम यमुना का साफ पानी पी रहे हैं.
Let's find out.
इन्हें खुद ही नहीं पता है क्या कहना चाहते हैं.
क्या हरियाणा की सरकार गंदा पानी पिलाएगी अपने लोगों को और दिल्ली के लोगों को? क्योंकि you use the word genocide. Narsanhar,
Okay.
which is a heavy word.
Poisonous water.
Please learn to
Poison.
use
Poison.
it.
करने में आपको
Please
शर्म आनी
don't
चाहिए।
try.
One by
He
one,
never
please.
said that. You
One
used
by
the
one.
word
आपको
genocide.
शर्म आनी चाहिए।
One second. No
Genocide.
personal comments, please. Let's bring in the expert. There's an expert on the panel. Let him come out and bring out what exactly is the truth. Mr. Ashok Kumar, how is it possible that for only a certain number of days the ammonia level spikes? It has magically gone down after we raised the issues. What Aam Aadmi Party is saying? Are they correct?
Normally, we say that dilution is a solution to pollution. क्योंकि अगर पानी, when there's a good flow of water and the impurities get mixed it up and they dilute हो जाता है. During the winter season or the lean period season, from end of November to first week of March, there is less flow of water in Yamuna. Because of that, the water quantity come down, so dilution कम हो जाता है. So the pollution will be standing up, because when the dilution comes
Because
down.
the effluents remain the same, but the water flow reduces.
Good water
Okay.
quality come down.
Okay.
Actually, the ammonia level comes up basically because of the runoff from the fields, because बहुत सारे fertilizer डालते होंगे. Because of that, the ammonia increases, and from, of course, some industrial pollutants will come in. So in this period, from November end to first week of March, there is a possibility of increasing the ammonia in the water content.
But he's saying, why does it happen only for a few days?
That's what I'll come to. As per the
Let him respond.
As per the statistics which we had collected for last 3-4 years, we find that nearly 75 to 80% of the period in the year, the water coming into the Wazirabad is about less than 0.5 ppm, which is the treatment capacity of the tank. In 2 or 3 days, it goes up to maybe about 2.5 तक जाता है, and sometimes it goes up to 10. I agree.
Just before the elections,
No, he's
right?
saying
10 days before the
He's
elections,
saying every year it happens in winter.
it
One second.
increases to 7.
Sir, don't
Otherwise,
heckle
it
him.
remains
Sir, he's not a
0.5
political
degrees.
panelist. Please don't heckle him.
telling the
He's
normal
an
period.
officer. Please let him make his point. Yeah.
Period from November end to first week of March. This is coincidentally during the election period. Otherwise, every year
It happens every year.
It happens
you're saying.
every year.
Okay, so it happens every year. Aman, see, the point being made over here is because of winter, he's explained it. He's saying the water total volume comes down, which we all know. He's saying the runoffs from the fields remain the same, and therefore the concentration of ammonia increases. So why are you linking it to elections? Because this is an annual feature and it's been recorded from 19. There are records of 19, 20, etc., where this has already happened.
माधव जी, ये चमत्कार समझ नहीं आया. 24 घंटे में 7 से 2 पहुंच जाता है अमोनिया. 2 ppm, 7 से 2 ppm 24 घंटे में. और पानी पीने से भी मना कर देते हैं. जो दावा कर रहे हैं 0.5 ppm है उसमें अमोनिया, वो पानी पियो ना, चैलेंज एक्सेप्ट करो. कोई नहीं कर रहा, ना शाजिया जी करेंगी.
Okay, Karan ji, Karan.
क्या बकवास बातें करते हैं आप लोग, कितना झूठ
दिल्ली
बोलते हैं
वाले
भाई साहब।
Let me bring one
और ये ना पिए वो पानी.
One by one, please. Karan first.
देखिए, झूठ बोलना चाहिए भाई, आम आदमी पार्टी से झूठ बोलना चाहिए, पर ऐसा झूठ नहीं बोलना चाहिए जो बिल्कुल क्लियर दिख जाए. इनके कितने सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट्स हैं माधव? 19 चल रहे हैं आउट ऑफ 37 जो है. हरियाणा में जस्ट कंपेरेबल पॉपुलेशन में 153 है. और ये नाटक आज का नहीं है माधव. 19 में सेम नाटक इन्होंने रिपीट किया. द हरियाणा गवर्नमेंट बीइंग रिस्पॉन्सिबल ड्रैग्ड देम टू द सुप्रीम कोर्ट, एंड इन द सुप्रीम कोर्ट, एंड आई एम कोटिंग, ऑन 7th April 2021 they have filed an affidavit giving all these reports जो आपने दी, how the ammonia level rises, and they've said 79% of the Yamuna water is polluted and ammonia levels rise because of Delhi government's inaction. 7 अप्रैल 2021 के बाद से अरविंद केजरीवाल आए ही नहीं कोर्ट में. Delhi government did not come to the courts. The moment you fix accountability, they run away. Ask them how many sewage treatment plants are operating. 19 out of 37 as per DPCC, Delhi Pollution Control Committee. 5 गुना ज्यादा है हरियाणा में. Haryana is coming up with 100 more till 2028. They have not invested anything in their treatment plants. They say हमने यमुना पे खर्चा किया जब when he was asked 7,000 crores. March 2022 में Arvind Kejriwal, replying to a query on the floor of the house, has given a reply that 6,805 crores has been spent. What has it been spent on?
Okay, you have not spent on the
plant नहीं
treatment
बनाया,
plants.
किस पे खर्च किया आपने?
Okay, fair question. You have not spent enough on treatment plants and now you are blaming your neighboring state.
माधव जी हमारे बीच में सीनियर IAS ऑफिसर भी हैं, इन्हें भी पता होगा. And I have shown you the report also. I have shown the same affidavit which was filed in the Supreme Court which says, वहां पे तो MIK's क्यूरी थे ना, जो दो इंडिपेंडेंट होते हैं. She said कि सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट उनके काम नहीं कर रहे. Here's a Times of India report. जूम करके दिखाओ. हरियाणा 50% of STP meant to keep river. मैंने इंटरप्ट नहीं किया था. 50% of the STP meant to keep rivers clean in Haryana don't do their job. That is the reason. That is the reason यहाँ पे अमोनिया आ रहा है.
क्या हुआ?
Let us assume Haryana is
7,000 crores
खा गए आप.
मनोहर कहानियां गाते हैं। कहाँ है 7,000 करोड़?
2022 में आपने जवाब दिया।
झूठ, एकदम झूठ।
अरे कैसे झूठ बोल रहे हैं?
कैसे झूठ बोल रहे हैं?
प्लीज
मार्च 2022
ऐसे हंस के
one by one. Aman, you are saying that this money has not been received.
on national television.
This 7,000
This is your reply from your government.
भाई साहब, ये एफिडेविट जो बता रहे हो ना, because you are reading this affidavit selectively.
Calm down.
You are not reading the complete affidavit.
Calm down. Shazia, calm down.
मैंने आपको दिखाया affidavit, वो आप करके नहीं सुना रहे।
One second.
That's what you're doing. You're a liar.
Parvinder Sethi, Haryana government ने मान लीजिए sewage treatment plants नहीं बनाए. Let's assume that what he's saying is right. बट व्हाट अबाउट द दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट? इनकी पॉइंट ये है कि दिल्ली सरकार ने जो सुएज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट्स बनाने थे, जो पाइपलाइंस बनाने थे, वो नहीं बनाए। तो कहीं ना कहीं दिल्ली सरकार पर भी ब्लेम आता है। आप हरियाणा को ब्लेम जरूर करिए, लेकिन ओनस भी तो लेना चाहिए। परविंदर सेठी, वन सेकंड, नो व्हाट यू हैव स्पोकन अबाउट।
देखिए, मुझे बड़ा अफसोस है कि ये ब्लेम गेम की राजनीति हो रही है। एक दूसरे के ऊपर आप जो आरोप प्रत्यारोप की राजनीति कर रहे हैं। देश की जनता के बारे में आप कह रहे हैं हरियाणा, अगर आप हरियाणा और दिल्ली कोऑर्डिनेट करें, आपस के अंदर कोऑर्डिनेट करें, ये एक घटिया राजनीति हो रही है इलेक्शन को लेके कि इनको डिफेम किया जाए दिल्ली चुनाव के अंदर। अभी हम नया सैनी साहब पानी पी रहे थे, उनसे पिया नहीं गया, उन्होंने थूक दिया, फिर दोबारा उन्होंने पी लिया जबरदस्ती, क्योंकि वो एक वीडियो बना रहे थे। आप देखिए ना, आप वीडियो देखिए। मैं ये कह रहा हूं,
वन सेकंड, उन्होंने मुंह साफ
मुख्यमंत्री को घटिया बोल रहे हो।
प्लीज लेट्स माइंड आवर परविंदर सेठी, एक कॉमन प्रैक्टिस है इस देश में, जब लोग पानी पीते हैं तो एक बार मुंह साफ करके फिर पानी पी लेते हैं। इसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात है? इसमें आपको क्या आपत्ति है?
उन्होंने पानी पिया, उनसे पिया नहीं गया,
और फिर पानी पी लिया,
फिर पी लिया क्योंकि वो वीडियो बना रहे थे। उनका टारगेट था वीडियो जनता को दिखाना।
तो सर पी तो लिया उन्होंने,
साफ है, मैं पी सकता हूं, लेकिन लोग नहीं गया, घर जाके कुल्ला किया और उसका गार्गल करा होगा।
अच्छा, पूरा वीडियो देख लेते हैं, पूरा वीडियो देखिए।
आप देखिए, मैंने देख लिया सर।
देख लीजिए सर, एक बार देख लीजिए, आप पहले देख लेते हैं।
हाँ देखिए सर, देखिए आप
पहली बार मुंह साफ करते हैं,
ये
ठीक है,
ये थूक दिया, उन्होंने
का भी अपमान किया,
पानी नहीं निकाला सर, पानी नहीं निकाला उन्होंने,
और इन्हीं के
सर पानी अगर मैं कुल्ला करता हूँ तो पानी आता है।
I can't believe परविंदर सेठी।
This is evidence of genocide.
देखिए जेनोसाइड है,
Genocide
और ये जेनोसाइड
का भी अपमान करा।
Okay, Tehsil, one second, please. Tehsil has not spoken yet. I want to give him a chance. One second. You know, unfortunately, this debate, you know, has gone to a crazy level where people are talking about all sorts of things which really are different from what's happening on ground. Because, and we must understand, the whole country is watching. This is about drinking water for the people, and this is the kind of politics that we have. Tehsil Poonawalla, do you agree with him when he says that the Haryana government didn't do his job, or did the Delhi government not do its job? What is the correct position?
Thank you, Madhav, for having me on the show. And it's actually embarrassing to the viewers of Times Now and an insult to them that this is the kind of debate the Aam Aadmi Party has got it down to. Whether the Chief Minister drank or not drank 2 drops of water is not the issue. The ex-Chief Minister of Delhi and a 3-time Chief Minister has made very serious allegations. His allegations are as follows. The BJP was trying to orchestrate mass murder in Delhi and by orchestrating a genocide. Now, as we have an IS officer who served on the water body, the ammonia level goes up. As your documents in court and NGT has shown us that level has gone up and the water coming to Delhi, the ammonia levels are high because they didn't build another pipe that would have actually created the clean water to come in. Therefore, they're picking up water directly from the Yamuna and the ammonia levels go up. All of that leave the technical thing aside. If this is poison, if this is mass murder, who's doing it? If it is industrial waste or agricultural waste, which IS officers are involved? It's obviously the Chief Minister is not dumping it in. Where was this done? Who detected it? How was then this treated? These are questions the Election Commission has asked. You can't come and create panic between 2 states and make these irresponsible allegations. Madhav, China, India have a water treaty. Bangladesh, India have a water treaty. India, Pakistan have a water treaty. I'm talking about upward water to downward stream. None of these countries, some not very pleasant with each other, have made these allegations. Neither has Pakistan made this on India. Neither has India made this on China. Neither has Bangladesh made this on India. What are we doing? Are we going to make 2 states?
Fair point. You know, between countries.
I'm saying leave everything aside. Give us specifics of where this poison came, who put it in, who are the bureaucrats responsible for putting it.
Those are the questions. Those are the questions that the Election Commission has asked. But I think Mr. Pawan should respond to that because end of the day, Tehsil has a valid point. where he says that between India and China, India and Pakistan, we've had hostilities at the border, yet there are no such allegations of poison coming in the water that have been made. Why make such reckless allegations against your own neighboring state? And that's exactly what Election Commission is asking you. Which Delhi Jal Board engineer spotted it? What was the methodology of spotting the poison? Where in the Yamuna did you get that poison from? And what is the process of identifying it? Have these questions been answered by Aam Aadmi Party?
Certainly, we have answered all these questions, and here's the proof. I would like you to read for the viewers, if you agree.
No, you please read. Please read it out. Please stand in your position and read it out. You read it out. You can read it out. I'm sure you can read it.
It clearly says that ammonia in river Yamuna the water can be treated if the ammonia in river Yamuna is 2 to 2.5 ppm or up to 1 ppm. Presently, the ammonia is around 6.5 ppm in river Yamuna at Wazirabad Pond, despite dilution with the CLC and DSB water.
This is the letter he's written today or yesterday?
Treatment plants.
This is yesterday's letter.
This is the letter. This is
written yesterday.
This is the letter of the CEO of DJB.
No,
What is the Aam Aadmi Party saying, sir? The question is, what is Mr. Kejriwal? See, one second.
I mean, it's very basic, Madhav.
Mr. Kejriwal has been asked to reply by the Election Commission. What is the response to the questions? Tehseen has just reiterated what the Election Commission has asked. One second. One by one. Everyone don't pause. Give him some breathing space. Yeah, respond.
This letter.
No, not this letter. Aam Aadmi Party's reply to EC.
अब मैं पढ़ के सुना रहा हूँ ना, डर रहे हो, घबरा रहे हो, सच्चाई पता चलेगी तो घबरा रहे हो. She is getting scared.
One second. What is the answer to the questions? One second. What is the answer to the questions the Election Commission has posed? We all know. No side debate. We know this letter. We all accept the contents of this letter. That's what the Delhi Jal Board is saying. What is the response to EC?
When the CEO of DJB has very clearly stated that the ammonia level is at 6.5 ppm, that the water treatment plants cannot function.
Election Commission has said also in this letter. Amol Pawar. It's not an undisputed. Just one second. Listen to me. Have you read the letter Election Commission sent Mr. Kejriwal yesterday? Have you read it?
Yes.
In that letter, they very specifically say what? They say, don't confuse the long pending legal issue of ammonia in the Yamuna water with poisoning, because there are two separate issues is what Election Commission is saying. Exactly. Where is the poison found is the question. Please respond.
Poison, if the industries are discharging waste and sewage, तो क्या वो अमोनिया से अमोनिया यमुना खुद बनाता है या अरविंद केजरीवाल जी बनाया है?
आपने क्या किया सर 10 साल से? यही तो सवाल है.
Is there a natural phenomena कि यमुना itself produces ammonia?
बता दो. I'm from farmlands.
Please enlighten us, sir. Please enlighten whether Yamuna has Yamuna itself produces ammonia.
I'll get into one more technical aspect. See, the claim made is that in Wazirabad the treatment plant can treat only water with less than 0.9 ppm of ammonia. And in 2018, when the secretaries of Jal Shakti and the chief secretaries of Delhi and Haryana met, one of the suggestions was to have the additional pipeline, and second was to improve the treatment capacity of the treatment plant.
At Wazirabad.
So there are Wazirabad. So there are technology available where we can treat the water up to 25 ppm, even up to 45 ppm of ammonia.
Up to 45 ppm?
Yes. There are available. So that could have been added onto this.
So this claim is wrong.
No. So you are saying that the CEO of DJB is writing incorrectly? No. He has written an incorrect letter.
Fine. I've read it. You must please keep your position.
You must read this.
Go back to your position, Mr.
Yes, you must read this.
I've read the letter.
Read this.
Please go back to your position.
She's writing that the ammonia level is 6.5 ppm and it cannot be treated.
That is wrong.
I agree. Wazirabad plant has the capacity only of treating 0.9 ppm. And if currently, and if the ammonia level exceeds, they have to shut down.
Yeah. So upgrade क्यों नहीं किया? 5 साल से upgrade क्यों नहीं किया?
As per the BI standards.
5 साल से upgrade क्यों नहीं हुआ ये?
देखिए, मैं आपको बताऊं, इसके अंदर मैं तो एक बात कहता हूं कि दिल्ली की जनता और हरियाणा की जनता के लिए आप उसके बारे में सोचिए ना. आप इसके ऊपर घटिया राजनीति को कर रहे हैं. आपस में गवर्नमेंट आपस में कोऑर्डिनेट नहीं कर रही. वो एक घटिया राजनीति कर रहे हैं. वहां से पानी अगर इंडस्ट्री से आ रहा है तो उसको रोकने का काम नहीं किया जा रहा. उसको रोकने का काम नहीं किया जा
दिल्ली
रहा।
सरकार को ऐसा कोई मतलब कोई ऐसी प्रायोरिटी नहीं है, दिल्ली की कोई
अगर
रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं
पीछे से
बनती।
कोई चीज आ रही है उसको यहाँ पे भेजा जा रहा है और चुनावों के समय में उसकी एक राजनीति करी जा
Okay,
रही है।
Vivek Salas, are you also going to defend this? One second. Let me bring in Vivek Salas. He's not yet spoken. Vivek Salas, are you also going to defend this now? Mr. Pawar, 1 minute. Are you also going to
0.5 is
defend
the
this?
minimum.
Because
0.5 is the
please speak
level.
on your turn. This is not correct. Vivek Salas, he's not yet spoken yet.
Sorry.
You know, are you also going to defend this? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Haryana government didn't do something, but when you're making allegations against them, what about your own track record is going to be questioned?
No, I think either the Aam Aadmi Party or the Bharatiya Janata Party in Haryana should set up an inquiry as to what is happening. And the truth should come out, because it is a very serious matter. You know, the Aam Aadmi Party is blaming the Bharatiya Janata Party, and the Bharatiya Janata Party is blaming the Aam Aadmi.
Who's right?
I think, how can I say who's right?
You don't know who's right.
Both could be right, both could be wrong.
But you're supporting the right election. At least support your
We
alliance
are
partner.
supporting the Aam Aadmi Party because we know
Your
that
alliance partner is not supporting you, Mr. Pawar.
Wait. Let me answer. Let me answer. I'll just tell you why we are supporting them. Because we know that the Aam Aadmi Party is taking the Bharatiya Janata Party head on, and they are going to win the election. We supported. Wait. Give me 5 more seconds.
Please, okay, let him complete. Let him. He's not yet spoken. Please.
We supported the Congress in Haryana. We didn't support the Aam Aadmi Party because we knew that Congress is going to do fairly well and they might make a government. Ultimately, our aim is to have a governments which are India bloc. That is our mission.
Okay. Stacey, no, I'm coming.
I don't want to get into the politics of this. I just want to expose the Aam Aadmi Party. This very same letter of Ms. Shinde that he's quoting, the very same letter, she writes to Dharmendra Ji, the Delhi Chief Secretary, that the charges of Arvind Kejriwal Ji are factually incorrect, without basis and misleading.
But you will not read second and third paragraph. You will not read the paragraph.
You're selectively reading a letter.
Anybody.
Yeah,
He's also
I never interrupted you. Sure. What I'm trying to say is, you can't hold half that letter, Craig. When she's saying, what she's saying is exactly what the IS officer, retired or IS officer Ashok Ji is saying, that yes, ammonia is high. That does not mean that there's genocide by BJP.
Exactly.
That does not mean. She's extremely clear saying, what Arvind Kejriwal Ji and the Aam Aadmi Party has done is set up panic in Delhi. And I'm telling you, I know a lot of people who are not coming to Delhi right now. They're scared. This is not fair to people. They're patients, they're other people. You cannot put a city in panic
too alarmist.
just because you want to remove the BJP.
It's too alarmist,
Congress.
it's irresponsible, and you're cherry picking certain lines from that letter which you're also quoting. You're not quoting the full letter.
It's the BJP which is cherry picking. Here's the BIS standards. As per it, ammonia, the requirable acceptable limit is 0.5 ppm. And secondly, we wrote to the Election Commission stating that a team of engineers of Delhi and Haryana government and the members of Election Commission must go and visit the site and measure the ammonia level.
Chief Secretary and the Jal Shakti Minister have already met. He has just said, yeah,
it was not accepted.
Allegation against BJP. Please respond. Please respond.
So with the ammonia levels being as disastrously high as they are, starting in Haryana, which is 5.5 mg per litre, but they go up to 75 and then 85. So you don't want to take any responsibility from 5.5 and the surge up to 85, but you want to talk about 5.5 and all that you have to show for yourself and all the big charges that you make about genocide, Narsanhar, mass murderer. You likening Haryana CM to Pol Pot or Hitler only because you don't have anything to answer for yourself. You have not been able to answer where has the 7,000 crores gone? Yes. An answer which you had given in the Vidhan Sabha on the floor of the house of your own government.
Okay.
And 7,000 rupees and 7,000 crore rupees. The allocation and then 5.5 to 85, that's huge. Purely the responsibility has to be borne by Delhi government.
Okay. Let's quickly shift focus to the next debating point that we have. Of course, we've debated extensively on the issue of the Yamuna. If we can quickly bring out what was the other points that we're talking about. And this is of what has transpired on Thursday as far as the EC action on the Punjab Chief Minister's home. This is the sequence of events. At 3:40, a complaint was received on the Election Commission portal. That is, of course, the C-Vigil app, which the complaint was received on. At 4:15 p.m., flying squad arrives at Kapurthala House. They are not allowed to enter, of course, in that location. The flying squad lodges a complaint over obstruction of duty at 5:50, almost an hour and a half later. And that complaint, of course, is with the Delhi police. At 6:50, the flying squad finally is allowed entry into the premises over here at Kapurthala House, where the Punjab Chief Minister stays. The flying squad only allowed up to the security point over here. Who's doing politics over this? Allegation, Shazia Ilmi from Aam Aadmi Party side is that the Election Commission is biased. They're only acting against Aam Aadmi Party. Your response?
Well, they have gone to the extent of calling the Chief Election Commissioner politically motivated and also talking about his post-retirement benefits and therefore helping BJP in order to do so. But Election Commission is totally in charge when the MCC kicks in. So if there is any kind of news or source revealing that there is indeed presence of people who want to distribute liquor, and as Yogesh Chandolia has just found out in Northwest Delhi, go down of liquor. And similarly, if there is cash and huge amounts of cash being distributed and are being attributed to coming from Kapurthala House, the Delhi or residence of the Punjab CM, then Election Commission is totally within its right to do so. But you just start saying, oh, Election Commission is against us, all the EVMs work against us, all the judges work against us, and of course the LG, whether it's starting from Najib Jung to Anil Baijal, to VK Saxena, everybody is against you.
Okay.
The Chief Secretary is so against you that you have to beat him up. And then your people are charge sheeted. So I don't know what's going on. This whole delusion of grandeur that everybody is against you. I mean, have a rethink, Kejriwal. You're not that important.
Okay.
And you can't keep attacking and saying horrible things, scandalous things.
Yeah, Anmol Pawar, respond to
justify
that
your
because,
own
you know,
claims.
end of the day, what the Election Commission will say is, A, attacking the CEC is incorrect because he's the first among equals. There are 3 members who are also election commissioners who take decisions collectively, number 1. Number 2, the C-Vigil app is there for anybody to use. You can file complaints against BJP candidates if you feel that there is any issue as far as their distribution or use of illegal means which are unfortunate or which vitiate the level playing field is concerned. So how correct is it to politicize something like this? Respond.
We are not politicizing. It is Election Commission is working at the behest of Bharatiya Janata Party and has launched attack on the Punjabis. Like they branded...
Punjabis?
Yeah.
How do you say that?
They thoroughly searched the CM's house and they've recovered nothing. The only thing they recovered is this. ये झुंझुना मिला है जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी वाले अपने कार्यालय में बजाते हैं आजकल. इसके अलावा कुछ नहीं मिला है.
Okay.
And secondly,
Please don't be so juvenile.
in the same national capital, we saw that how their own leader Pravesh Verma was seen distributing cash, distributing gold chain, shoes and shawls. वो openly कह रहे हैं, tweet करके बताते हैं, here's the location, here's where I'll distribute these cash. उनके ऊपर सर्च नहीं होती.
Okay.
Day before yesterday,
No action on Pravesh Verma.
Day
No
before
action.
yesterday,
Okay.
their
Respond.
leader Kailash Gehlot.
Okay, fair question. I'm taking your point. Pravesh Verma.
Boards of cash, लाखों करोड़ों उनके ऑफिस में कैश था.
Taking a point.
Election Commission
Let's get the response. No action on Pravesh Verma. Why? Respond to that.
And Kailash Gehlot.
On Kailash Gehlot. Respond.
And I think Tehseen can also attest that Parvesh Verma ji, his NGO has done some stellar work right from the time jab COVID hua. Even then, he distributed 1100 rupees to many women who were homeless, many women who were suffering. This has been an NGO at work. It has done tremendous work. इसमें कौन सी आपने नई बात बता दी? हर चीज को घुमाकर आपको बताना है. Had MCC kicked in at that time.
जिसमें बीजेपी का होलोग्राम है, मोदी जी की तस्वीर है, नड्डा जी की तस्वीर है, अमित शाह की तस्वीर है. ये एनजीओ है जो लाडली बहना योजना दिखा रहा है.
बहना उनकी
ये
योजना रही है 5 साल से.
भाजपा के
पिछले 5 साल से उनके एनजीओ की योजना रही है.
ये दिखाओ एनजीओ कौन सा है. नाम दिखाओ एनजीओ.
उनका एनजीओ नहीं आपको पता.
एनजीओ का नाम दिखाओ ना.
हिंदू जागरण समिति उनका एनजीओ भी है. आपको जब पता नहीं है भाई ऐसे गैसलाइट है केजरीवाल के ऑफिस.
This is what they are
From the last 5 to 7 years consistently इन्होंने पैसे, जूते, शॉल्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करे. MCC had not kicked in. MCC नहीं kicked किया था.
Okay, let me come in. One by one.
जहाँ they are exposed with facts, they start shouting.
Anmol Pawar, the fact that they are stating is that when Mr. Parvesh Verma distributed whatever he distributed, let's assume what you're saying is right. The fact is that the announcement for the Delhi elections happens on January 8th. That's when the MCC kicks in. That's when, in fact, the action can be taken as far as law is concerned, as far as the EC is concerned. But nothing stops you from filing an FIR or taking action against Parvesh Verma.
Last week itself, I was in New Delhi constituency.
Parvesh Verma, I'm asking you, did somebody file an FIR? Did Delhi police?
Registered NGO दिखाओ ना जरा.
Registered. Pawar speak.
You could have gone to the police station.
Did somebody file a police complaint on Parvesh Verma and was it not taken up by the Delhi police?
Madhavji, they are saying it's
Any
registered
answers?
NGO. They are saying it's registered NGO. आप मुझे यहाँ दिखा दें NGO का नाम. मैं debate
Let's assume they violated all the laws.
आप कोई भी पैनलिस्ट दिखा.
Let us assume
मैं सबको challenge कर रहा हूँ. सीईओ का नाम दिखा दे इसको।
And take argument for that. Did you take legal action? Did you file a police case?
Stop you from going to the police
Why
station?
isn't the election commission
What
taking
stopped
any
you?
action?
Because the
Election
MCC
commission
was not in place.
was not in charge.
Puppets of Bharatiya
MCC
Janata
had not
Party.
kicked in.
No, let's not
MCC
take
has not
things so
puppets
far.
of Bharatiya
Let's not
Janata
take
Party.
things so far. There is
Where's
law.
Kailash Gehlot?
You may feel that
Kailash Gehlot
you may
in
feel
his
the law is
office,
unfair,
crores
but
of
unfortunately
rupees.
there are limits in which the
करोड़ों
election
रुपए जो
commission
है
can
वो
work.
गिने जा रहे हैं इनके ऑफिस में। इलेक्शन कमीशन, आई एम चैलेंजिंग इलेक्शन कमीशन, जाओ पकड़ो उन्हें। नहीं पकड़ेंगे,
Okay.
नहीं पकड़ेंगे, उनके इशारे पे काम करते हैं, उनकी कठपुतली की तरह काम करते हैं।
Tehseen, is the election commission acting, in a biased manner? That's a charge coming from Aam Aadmi Party. Is that borne out in this election, according to you?
In the first case that the Aam Aadmi Party, showing of the ex-BJP MP now candidate against Kejriwal ji, if the MCC was not in place, there were several things that the Aam Aadmi Party could have done: filing an FIR, going to court, and also the Delhi and also the union government could have ordered an income tax inquiry. Those are as so far as morality shows that you must also be seen to be impartial. But there is one second, please.
Here's the
But there is,
complaint.
but that's a. But there is, so then you should go to court that they have not filed an FIR.
Let
I really
Tehseen
believe
speak.
you.
Let Tehseen
You
speak.
agree they are not filing FIR?
I think so. You should
Despite
go to court.
distributing cash.
But that's not election.
Anmol, please, don't interrupt everyone. This is not correct. You have gotten your chance to speak.
There is a pattern with the BJP. I am not getting the election commission. You remember during Chhattisgarh elections, again, a car was found below a hotel in a basement, attributed to the then Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh. Same cash, alcohol, linked to a gaming app. Now cash outside the Chief Minister of Punjab's official residence or residence where he stays when he's in Delhi. Do you believe, sir, one second, I'm taking your side. Do you really believe that the Chief Minister of Punjab is getting alcohol and cash for the Delhi police, which has had a skirmish with the Punjab police and will be distributing it? Come on, that's also, I mean, it's so obviously it's a setup just to sort of create headlines.
Set up by whom? Set up by BJP, you're saying?
Obviously it's set up by BJP.
Okay,
to
set up
create
by
headlines.
BJP.
100%.
Okay, set up by
Chief Minister is
BJP.
not going to do that.
Shahzia, you want to
and leave
respond
the
to
car
that?
outside for Delhi police to discover it and videotape it.
Okay, allegation that this is a setup by the BJP coming from Tehseen. Shahzia.
So you are actually saying that you believe this, Tehseen, that BJP is working with EC to nab, but that's what talking about. You're talking about election commission and Kapurthala House.
EC's, the BJP Delhi unit has set that up to try and create sensationalism against the Punjab Chief
He's talking
Minister.
about the car
He's
where there
not
was
going to
alcohol
get
found.
cash and car when obviously it's going to be checked in Delhi, which is not his police. He's obviously not going to
Let
do
her
that.
respond. He's asking a question to BJP. Let
So
him respond.
whether it's the election commission or the CEC or the Delhi police or the LG, everybody is always at fault and trying to frame them. But here we have charges of corruption. The CAG actually and the High Court wraps the knuckles of Delhi government and says, why on earth are you not putting out the report of CAG, tabling the report? And this 2006 crore ka ghapla scandal. But everybody is wrong.
All
So in
right.
this case, I don't know.
Completely out of time. Sorry, we're completely out of time. Shahzia Ilmi, Karan Verma, Ashok Kumar, Anmol Pawar, Parvinder Sethi, Tehseen Pulawala, Vivek Silas, completely out of time on this edition of the National Debate. Thanks so much for joining us.